Hey, what's up, guys? Quick recap of the second round of the South Dakota Open. I just finished. I shot 73 today, which is one over. Way better day than yesterday. 16 greens in regulation, 13 fairways, 38 putts, and I putt well. My proximity to the hole was pretty close. I averaged like 22 feet. I had about 6 looks inside of 15 feet, and then the rest were like, 25, 35, 40, 30. More like lag putt type stuff. But unfortunately, I just missed all of my best looks for birdie. I had 2 bogeys today and 1 birdie, which was just 2 putt on a par 5. So for this whole tournament, I just shot 79, 73, which was 8 over, and I had 2 birdies. So, God, frustrating. But I was close, burned a ton of edges today. I really was close, and my pace was awesome. I never had any comebackers. It's not like I had any par saves today. I parred the first 10 in a row, sprinkled in 2 quick bogeys, and then followed with 1 birdie, and then that was it. And I literally made nothing. I had 1 putt, and it was from 1 foot from like a chip from the fringe. So yeah, couldn't have shot any higher. I just truly got nothing out of that round. So that's frustrating for sure, but I was patient all day, and I can definitely hang my hat on massive improvement over yesterday's round, which was such a frustrating one. And it's never easy to just reset, 12 hours later, or less than 12 hours later in this case, since I finished so late last night. Just totally reset, wipe the slate clean, and then go have a great round. But honestly, my striking and control of the golf ball was about as good as it can be. And it was windy today too. It really was. Switch winds too. My playing partner and I both scratched our head a lot trying to figure out which direction the wind was coming from, because it was not always consistent with how it had been the previous few days of practice rounds and tournaments. So lots going on in terms of controlling the ball today, and I did a very good job. Totally the quality of golf that can yield a 65 if the putts just go in. I watched my playing partner do it twice, yesterday and today. He's like 10 under for the tournament, and I can tell you that he didn't do anything different than me today, except some of his putts fell and he had to chip in. So that's the only difference sometimes. So definitely, it's irritating. I would have loved to have had the redemption of a low round, but there's nothing that I feel like, this big hole in my game that I need to work on. So, and that's how I felt yesterday, which was a big part of why that round was just so disappointing. I think that had I just played both rounds in this more calm state of mind that I brought to the course today, I would have definitely been in contention. So I hope to have that opportunity soon to really get the ball rolling this summer. Next tournament's a week away, and I'll just try my best to stay in the place that I'm in right now, and bring this same game and same headspace to that tournament, because it's pretty good. I know that's probably doesn't make a lot of sense to someone that just takes a quick snapshot judgment and sees a couple scores and it's like, wow, you're delusional, you're not pretty good, like guys are lapping you. But if you've played any competitive golf yourself, you can understand how minute sometimes the difference in scoring can be. And I have total belief in myself. Today was definitely re-proof to myself that I'm definitely ready to play, and it's only a matter of time. So one thing that I learned about myself that I'll share with you guys quickly is that my golf game performance is heavily dependent on the energy I'm around, and how well I'm able to control my own space, protect my own space. I actually chose to walk today so that I could not share a cart with anybody and just control my energy a bit better. I noticed yesterday I felt a little anxious from the whole 8-hour debacle before I could tee off. There was just a lot of negativity in the air and tension, and I did my best to manage that. But golf is a game of inches and small little things, and I've played enough golf to notice that the one thing that is always constant when I play my best is I'm relaxed, I'm loose, I'm in a flow state. I feel comfortable with the people that I'm paired with. I feel like I can be myself, and I don't have social anxiety about somebody that maybe they don't like me, or maybe I don't like them, or something in the group is just negative energy or uncomfortable. Like those things, I always have had a hard time overcoming those things. It's not that I can't, but I would say I'm a particularly perceptive person, and self-aware first, but also very able to read the energy of other people, just kind of have this gut intuitive feeling of good energy and bad energy. And in real life, I have my choice where I go, right? What environments I go in, who I spend my time with, who I let into my world. And I try very hard to remove negativity and infuse positivity and inspiring people and good people. But in golf, you can't do that, right? You don't get a choice. You just get paired with people, and it is what it is. You have to make the most of it. And so sometimes I do struggle with the pairings that I'm in, and just it can be the smallest thing, right? Not like this guy's just this terrible jerk, but something as simple as like I'm just he's not very pleasant to be around, or not very I feel uncomfortable, and I have maybe it's because I have social anxiety. I don't know, maybe it's that. But the reason I'm bringing all this up is to say that I think the main thing I can work on to improve that, because that's not going to change, right? You can never just only play golf by yourself and only play with your best friends or whatever. It's going to always be random. So what I can do to be in flow state more often is work on my mental health. All of that to me basically points at poor mental health. The fact that I can be rattled and not the fact that sometimes the environmental energy can drag me down rather than me just being like a defense impenetrable energy force field of my own that like can't be shaken by what's around me. I mean, obviously no one's perfect. Everyone can feel environments and can feel when things bog them down, but my goal would be to improve mental health through meditation and journaling, and just be almost completely non-reactive to the situations I'm in, and have like today, for instance. I'm super proud of my judgment call to just walk. I think that made a huge difference. My practice rounds, I either played alone or I played with good friends, both very comfortable environments for me, and I think it's no surprise I shot 69-71 in the practice rounds, and today, again, almost played by myself because I chose to walk and stay in my own world internally. 73, great ball striking day. The only day that I blundered was a day that was full of energy that I didn't like, and tension and confrontational situations. And so I think that the more I practice meditating, and the more I'm able to quickly recognize when I'm picking up on energy that I don't like, and it's starting to affect me, the just awareness of that is the defense to it right there, because all of a sudden you can start to go into your playbook of different tactics you have to circumvent that, whether it's deep breathing or creating like physical distance and space by walking rather than sharing a cart with someone, or journaling in the middle of a round. I'm definitely known for doing that sometimes, having a book with me and actually journaling in the middle of my round, getting my thoughts on paper and trying to make sense of them rather than just being jerked around by whatever emotion I'm feeling in the moment. So anyway, I got some things to work on. I feel like that is the key, like improving mental health, working on sleep and diet and exercise and meditation, all of these things that will improve mental health. That's literally ground zero, because when that is up in the air and it's not as solid as it could be, you're more susceptible to things throwing you off. And golf is notorious for having all kinds of things to deal with, playing partners and weather and travel and different tournament conditions and things like what happened yesterday with the wait list. Like, it's not going to stop. So you just have to become as tough as possible. So I'm definitely excited to go home and meditate tonight and try to make that more of a consistent daily practice from here on. And the next tournament starts in 7 days, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, bye.